And thanks for being with us on this Tuesday morning. It's April 10th, also known as Siblings Day. I'm Heather Abraham, wishing you a happy Siblings Day. Unlike Mother's Day or Father's Day, though, this is not an official federal holiday. Still, a group is working to change this to make it a day to honor our relationships between siblings. And I'm so hoping that my girls will always be close as sisters. It's such an important relationship. You know, Pittsburgh has a famous trio of sisters, and we are talking about them today with our first guest. They are the three identical sister bridges crossing the Allegheny River at 6th, 7th, and 9th Streets, renamed years ago as the Rachel Carson Bridge, the Andy Warhol, and the Roberto Clemente bridges. They are remarkable in their identical appearance. One of them, though, stood out by being decked out with a special light display. The Rachel Carson Bridge wore lights powered by the wind for a year and a half, but on Sunday, the lights came down ahead of a rehab for the bridge this summer. Here with more on our sister bridges on this Siblings Day is Heinz History Museum President and CEO, Andy Masich. Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to be here on Siblings Day. All of us, matter of fact, 80% of human beings have siblings. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was such a high percentage.
Stick with me, Heather. I have
Learn
all
a
the
lot
answers.
from you, Andy.
But you're absolutely right. We have this trio of sister bridges that's unlike anything in the world. And they're not identical, but they're very close. They're all about 1,000 feet long. They've got steel eye bars that suspend them. They're self-anchored bridges, those three bridges at 6th, 7th, and 9th Street. Yeah. And it's only been in recent years that we came up with names for them.
Right. That just changed a couple years ago.
Yeah, in 1998, when they built PNC Park, a deal was made with the city to name the 6th Street Bridge the Roberto Clemente Bridge, one of the greatest Pittsburgh Pirates of all time, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. So it seemed altogether fitting and proper that we would have a bridge going to the ballpark with Roberto's name on it. And then the Andy Warhol Bridge crossed the river, the Allegheny River, right about where the Warhol Museum is.
Just like 2 blocks away from it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it seemed natural to call that the Andy Warhol Bridge. And then Rachel Carson. People don't know that name as well as Warhol or Clemente, but Rachel Carson changed the world. She lived in Springdale, and with her book Silent Spring in the 1960s, she made people aware of pollution and in the air, and she really started the modern environmental movement. And so it seemed appropriate to call the last sister bridge Rachel Carson. Now, do you know the color that they're painted?
They're yellow, of course.
Yeah, well, they're sort of yellow. Aztec gold.
Oh
yeah.
Fancy.
Aztec gold. Before that, they were painted silver and green. You know that kind of silvery metallic paint that you see on industrial constructions? It's to kind of keep the rust down. But in the 1980s, the city was feeling, well, kind of proud of its black and gold history, our coat of arms and our sports teams. So with a yellow color that was technically named Aztec gold.
I love it. So they're not identical, but when they were created, and they were 3 of 4 suspension bridges.
It's a special type of suspension bridge. It's a self-anchoring bridge. That means that it's actually like a truss. It's like you could plunk it down there. It's not anchored on the shore with tension on it. Remember, the first guy to build suspension bridges was a Pittsburgher named John Roebling. And he invented wire rope, or what we would call steel cable today. And he's the same guy who built the Brooklyn Bridge in New York with this wire rope.
Right.
But the American Bridge Company, Ambridge, in Ambridge, Pennsylvania, American Bridge, one of the greatest construction companies in the world, helped build the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building and the Sears Tower and so many other things. They got the contract to build these 3 sister bridges. And they said, you know, we could do better than anybody else. And they came up with these steel eye bars. There's a hole in each end of the bar, and they're linked together like chains on those 3 bridges. And that's what gives them their distinctive look. But it's really a suspension bridge, even though it looks much more beefy than
right.
that.
So now, does Pittsburgh still get the claim to be the city of bridges?
You know, we have 446 bridges, which is technically more than any other city in the world. And people say, well, wait, what about Venice? You know, they've got water everywhere. They've got to have more bridges. But when you count them up, Pittsburgh has more, because they go over not only the big rivers, but the ravines and valleys, and you know, connecting even footbridges count in the way we count bridges here in Pittsburgh. 446.
It's amazing, and counting.
And counting.
Who knows when they're going to build a new one? we got to keep that title. We like to keep our titles here.
Pittsburgh is a beautiful city, and the way we connect our 90 neighborhoods is often through bridges.
That's right. In many ways, more ways than one, right? Okay, we'll learn more about the Sister Bridges as part of the Pittsburgh A Tradition of Innovation exhibition at the Heinz History Center in the Strip District. And keep watching for more Pittsburgh History Today here on PTL when President and CEO Andy Masich joins us as a regular guest.